Welcome to Celebrity Investing, your go-to source for insights, tips, and updates on navigating the exciting landscape of personal and global finance. Please like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive content. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're breaking down why high carbon footprint aluminum isn't getting funded in 2026 and what's driving that shift. Let's dive in. In 2026, aluminum buyers and investors are doing something that would have sounded extreme a few years ago. They're walking away from high carbon footprint aluminum. Not because aluminum is bad, but because the emissions tied to how it's made can bring higher costs, tighter contracts, and brand damage that's hard to undo. A high carbon footprint usually means the aluminum was produced with lots of greenhouse gas emissions, often from coal-heavy electricity, energy-intensive smelting, and upstream mining and refining. It's not just about the metal, it's about the energy and processes behind it. This video breaks down what changed in 2026, how to spot high-emissions aluminum before you sign a deal, and what producers and buyers can do to stay investable without guessing. What is changing in 2026 that makes high-carbon aluminum a deal-breaker? The big shift is simple. Emissions now show up in the same conversations as price, quality, and delivery. If aluminum goes into cars, beverage cans, window frames, or solar racking, someone in that chain is being asked to show the footprint. When they can't, the safest move is often to avoid the material, even if the base price looks good. Many large manufacturers have public climate targets, and procurement teams are under pressure to prove progress. If a supplier can't document the emissions per ton, that supplier becomes the problem contract no one wants to defend. That pressure rolls upstream to smelters, refiners, and scrap processors. Green aluminum usually means aluminum made with lower emissions, commonly from cleaner power such as hydro, renewables, or lower carbon grids, and efficient operations. It can also mean higher recycled content if the accounting is clear. It's often priced differently because the inputs cost more, the supply can be tighter, and the documentation and audits add work. In many deals, the premium is not just about optics, it's about reducing risk in future bids and reports. Money is moving toward lower risk, and emissions now look like a risk. Capital has a long memory. Lenders, insurers, and big funds don't like surprises, and emissions can create surprises fast. If a smelter depends on coal-heavy power, investors may assume higher exposure to future policy costs, customer churn, and volatile energy pricing. In practice, this can show up as higher cost of capital with more interest, more covenants, and less flexibility. It can mean tougher loan terms with more reporting, tighter limits, and shorter timelines. It can also appear as weaker demand signals, with fewer long-term contracts and more spot buying. Tools that used to feel optional are now common. Climate disclosures push emissions into annual reporting. Supplier scorecards rank vendors, sometimes with clear pass or fail thresholds. Some companies use internal carbon prices, a simple accounting method that adds a carbon cost to high emissions inputs, even if no tax is paid yet. A profitable operation can still get sidelined if its emissions profile looks fragile. Rules and border checks are getting stricter, so dirty aluminum can cost more to sell. That covers why emissions are now a major business risk for aluminum producers and buyers. In the next video, we'll look at how to spot high emissions aluminum and what companies can do to stay investable. Stay tuned for part 2. Stay tuned and continue to watch our videos to gain valuable insights into the world of finance. Subscribe, like, and share to continue your journey to financial success.